I need you to sign here, and here, and there, and here. You're ruining the mood. I ain't getting sued.
Boom! Back at it again with your boy, Vita, and your other boy, Preston. Hey! It's been a minute since we've been doing these. Holiday season came up, and excuses, really, at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, we've been pretty shitty with keeping it coming back and all that. Like, we get it, and we get in the flow, and we get in rhythm, and then it just drops off for a second.
Falls out.
Life happens, and it ain't our full-time job, so.
I think it just says how much commitment we have in our life.
And it shows commitment to the podcast. We keep coming back.
Always coming back.
Like, we haven't just dropped it. Like, we always come back.
And we're not doing other podcasts off to the side. We stay committed to you guys, dude. Don't even worry about it.
Maybe you.
You whore.
How
dare you?
Should get on one to promote this podcast.
Yeah, you should. Maybe.
You got anything coming up soon? Yo, check out CDTalk.
Actually, I do. Well, hell yeah.
Yeah, holiday season's coming up and all that. So, you know, it's been a nightmare and awesome at the same time.
Hectic. Cold. Crispy cold.
Oh, yeah, especially where we live, it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always colder somewhere else, though. So let me know where you live and why it's colder where you
live
go.
In Cali, and then it's like 70 degrees, and they're like, oh, it's crisp. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Weird negative shout out to Cali, but it happens, so. I don't think we have any friends. I don't think we have any fans out in Cali anyway. So
I have family out in Cali, but no fans.
I actually have family out in Cali too.
Do you?
Yeah. Fuck them.
Shit, dude. My cousin owns a couch store in Utah. It's a Tom Segura skip. Somebody's trying to like relate to you on another level. Like, yeah, so like, where you go in Utah? Oh, I have family in Utah. Yeah. Yeah, they own a couch store.
Cool. Oh, that couch store, really?
Okay. Stupid fucking side shit. Anyway, so today we're doing Melanie Martinez, changing it up a little bit from like previous podcasts and stuff, because I feel like we mostly do a lot of hard rock and hip hop.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of hip hop, a lot of hard rock and stuff. So we're changing it up this time with a little Melanie Martinez, a little pop album, kind of. Well, it's pop, but
it's like a weird pop.
It's like a gothic pop.
Yeah.
Is what I would call it.
Pastel goth.
Yeah, pastel goth. From what we looked at, so this is the cover. Get a little in there if I can. You can't see anything in there with the cloud she's on. But, yeah, so it's got 13 songs on it. This isn't the deluxe edition, which sucks because the 3 extra songs are fucking amazing. And I couldn't find it, and I don't like to buy CDs off of Amazon or anything online because I like to go to the store and see if I can find what I'm looking for and then get let down and wait 2 months to go back instead of just ordering it offline and getting it like in a week.
I'll pay like $20 more if I can get it today. If it was like save $20 and wait 2 days, it's like I think I'll spend it and get it now because I'm impatient and a child. So
I've done that before.
Yeah,
I've definitely.
That's how I do most things. I'll look it up online to see what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it is cheaper there. Maybe I'll do that. But then I'll always check the in-store availability. I'm like, oh, it's available in Orem. I'll do it right now.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, yeah, so we're hitting up Melanie Martinez. So we're changing something up. If you're a podcast listener who's listened for a little bit now, you know that generally we play the music behind the whole time. This time we're not going to do that because we've been getting a lot of copyright strikes, and it's been really hard because I have to keep fighting them and see if they'll make it through, and if I do that too many times, they'll shut down the channel, and I'm not trying to start it over again. So this time, we're going to play like 10-second snippets, but if you want to listen to the album, you can get on Amazon or buy it, where I think you can listen to it on Amazon Music and iTunes and Spotify. Places like that. But definitely look it up and give it a listen, because it's a really good album. And if this isn't your kind of album, it's not mine either. And I fell in love with it. I honestly really fell in love with it.
It's fun. It's really different. It's a lot different.
It is. It's not. It is pop, but like we said, it's like a gothic pop. It's a different story. And I feel like if you've listened to the music if you like the albums or music that we've done in the past, I feel like you might like this music too.
Yeah.
Because it's just that off-the-wall stuff, you know? And me and Vita kind of listen to everything. You wouldn't know it from the previous podcast episodes.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so.
But we do. But, yeah, so a little Melanie Martinez. So the first song off this album is Crybaby. And this is the first song I ever heard from Melanie Martinez.
It definitely wasn't mine.
I'm going to skip forward just because that 10 seconds just ain't going to be enough. Yeah, so we got the chorus here.
It's a good song.
It is. So, I like it because, like, so, it makes me feel weird bumping this, like, in a car or something. Because when I listen to this song, because the beat is fucking killer, and I'll go hard. And I'm not gonna lie, it brings back, like, the memories of when I was, like, a kid, mad at my mom. Like, she would be like, go to your room, because I did something stupid. And then I'd go and sit there and be like, anger. Fucking smack a wall or the bed. Just throwing a temper tantrum. Fuck you! But, it reminds me of, like, those type of times for this song, but, which makes me laugh now.
Yeah.
But it's still a banger-ass song, and I like it.
This song, she doesn't hold back on her lyrics whatsoever. She tells how it is. I don't know if they're...
Yeah, she does.
If it's, like, coming from something, or it's just she's just saying dark shit, but I think on this one she's talking about, like, her mom being an alcoholic and her dad sleeping with other people.
So the weird thing is, the interviews that I've seen of her, because I looked up a lot into Melanie Martinez at one point, I don't think her parents were like that. I think it's just an imaginary thing that she's just come up with in her mind, where this is kind of like, but it's kind of like, I think Americana is the right way, is the right word for that, is like nowadays kind of like a Americana. I don't know, because I feel like a
dystopian type, like, Americana family.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I think that's kind of where I get feelings from this album from, is like kind of that vibe.
Yeah, I can see
if that makes sense. I hope that's a good way to explain it. It's a
very dark twist on what the perfect American life is.
For sure, and I think the whole album shows what happens behind closed doors, behind not every family, but I feel like most families. Because everybody wants to try and look like everybody wants their family to look perfect in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And
one of the weird things, or not necessarily weird things, but kind of fun artistic, kind of takes you through the whole thing, is with her album art. She has, like, this whole kind of little comic strip.
And I don't know who did the artwork for it, but it's badass.
So yeah, and each little picture has a good couple lines to it, but each picture is for a song, and it kind of tells, like, a whole story of the album and everything.
It's got somewhat kind of lines from the songs, but also in a poetic way instead of not the exact same words, but very similar.
And kind of how, like you were saying, how everybody thinks their family, or they want to portray, like, this perfect family. And then, like, with the pictures, it's all very pretty, it's all very neat, and kind of that porcelain doll type look. But then in all the pictures, it's really dark, and it just, like, it takes something good and makes it really dark. It makes it bad. It's basically what I'm saying. So I was just saying, just because it looks so nice doesn't make it something good.
It is. It's kind of like a nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
In that sense of when you listen to, like, if you listen to a nursery rhyme and actually pay attention to them, they're pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Like Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall. Dude, that one always I thought was messed up. Or also the Hush Little Baby, Don't You Cry, Everything's Gonna Be Alright. I think that's what. No.
The ashes to ashes, we all fall down.
That one's fucked up, but I can't even tell even still from the lyrics. What I mean is that there's one about dropping your baby from a tree, basically.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a Rockabye Baby?
Yeah, Rockabye
in a treetop,
Baby.
yeah. Every time my mom would sing that to me, and then she said, when the cradle will fall, or when the branch breaks on, the cradle will fall, or something. I always used to freak out of just, like, just picture myself falling, and I was like, like, at one point I think I told her to stop singing that one to me. I was like, you can't sing that to me anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy.
I was like, that's
that.
fucked up. It freaked me out as a kid. I was like, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like that. It gives that creepy nursery rhyme kind of vibe to it.
No, absolutely. She's definitely a weird fucking style.
She's definitely her own style, and I like that.
Yeah, that's for sure. I wonder, because she kind of came out before Billie Eilish and all that, right?
I think she did about 3 years before Billie Eilish got popular.
I kind of feel like she was maybe the start of this whole new, like, dark new girl music. You know what I'm saying? Because Billie Eilish is pretty dark. Melanie Martinez. Melanie Martinez is dark, and then there's, like, another artist too.
Lorde,
yeah.
Her first album was.
And then she got pretty poppy.
Well, yeah, she did get, but like her first album was kind of, it wasn't like dark, but there was like some songs that were like, she did the same thing as Melanie Martinez does, which is like saying dark things in a lighthearted way.
Yeah.
To where it doesn't seem as dark, but then when you like really pick apart the words, you go, okay.
Like, this is what I'm singing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should do that.
It's
that
kinda
Lord
fucked up.
album at one point, actually. I need to buy it, because I really like the Pure Heroin. That's a good album.
A pure heroin.
That's what it's called, I think. Is Lord Pure.
Or maybe it's
Pure
a pure heroin. Heroin appear, please.
Appear, please.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Vita wants to do heroin on the podcast. If this gets a million
send us
views,
some
Vita will do
heroin.
heroin on the podcast. It's set in stone.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. But yeah, it's got the nitty gritty kind of like darkness to it, but at the same time in like a lighthearted way.
Yeah.
And there was a couple songs I didn't realize she was doing that in until later, which we'll get to eventually. But yeah, there's just something that caught my attention, like by her. She was on The Voice, and I don't think she won.
So odd.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I don't watch The Voice, but still, you wouldn't think she would be.
I liked American Idol. I didn't watch The Voice
Taking
very
old
much.
school, okay.
Yeah, I never really watched The Voice. I think that's when I stopped watching cable, was when The Voice became a thing, I think. But yeah, she was a contestant on The Voice, and if I remember right, from what I read, I think she was, I'm gonna fucking slaughter this. I think she was like top 3 contestants or top 5.
Really?
But she didn't win, and I know she didn't win. But she ended up getting a record deal or a recording contract, or maybe she went indie. I don't know. I'm spouting off from the mouth. But she did something, and now she has this album.
I know.
And then she, I think last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago, I think it was last year. She came out with another album that had a movie with it, and it was like the album doesn't sound like an album that would be a musical, but the movie portrays it into a musical, takes all the songs from it and turns it into a musical, which is pretty cool. I don't think it's the best movie ever, and it's weirdly edited and kind of jumps around really fast and misses some points. But so you're kind of like, wait, how did we get here for a second? But she did her best, and it's like a bunch of music videos basically into one movie, which is badass. But
That's pretty killer.
I need to listen to that album more.
Kind of
I'm
like
not
a
big
rock
fan.
opera or something.
Yeah,
or
something
pop
like
opera.
that. Pop opera.
Pop opera. Yeah. Huh. That's her latest
Something like
album?
that. Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but I know that I think the first song I liked from it was called Wheels on the Bus. And it takes I think that's a nursery rhyme, like wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round.
That's so weird. I don't know what this like new almost fixation of taking innocent kid things and making it dark. I don't know.
I think it's from people with trauma.
Probably shit childhoods.
I was going to say shit childhoods, but I mean that in a light way, because I'm not doubting anybody that has like a shit childhood or like calling you out for it, because I've been through some shit as a kid, so I won't talk about it on the podcast. But so I get that. So I think that's kind of where it stems from, is like turning it into art and making it creative, because I feel like art, like music, just art in general, comes from this like, can sometimes be a depressing place, and you turn something beautiful out of it. You know, you turn poop in the sewer into a rose in the sewer that eventually grows its little vine out into the street of New York. Or Chicago. I guess that's probably a worse place for a flower to grow. But you know, you make pretty where pretty needs to be.
Very poetic. Very poetic. I like it.
it's just a fucking rant of stupid shit. I don't even know where I'm going with it. And as I started, I was like, I have to finish. I don't know where I was going with it, but I gotta finish this
path, and now I must finish it.
Yep.
Not on.
So.
You want to peep our next song?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'll just skip forward into it, into them a little bit.
Dollhouse.
Did you say Dollhouse?
I probably did. I meant Dollhouse.
So I like this, because this song is probably one of my favorites for lyrical meaning.
Yeah?
Yes, because I feel like everybody can relate to this song. I feel like everybody can relate to this song in a sense of, kind of like how, if you got hit as a kid, like most of my friends did.
You grew up in the 90s.
Yeah,
hey,
got smacked around for acting like a little shithead. But if you acted out, you know, when nobody else was there but you and your parents, if you were one of these kids like me that got hit when you acted out, his parent was like, hey, knock it off. You did it again, or you didn't knock it off, you got smacked, spanked, whatever the hell you got. And but when other people were over, you didn't talk about it. You weren't like, oh yeah, this is what happens. And so instead, what my mom would do is she'd give me a look when I was doing something. That look meant I will do it if I have to. And then you'd shut it down because you were like, I know that look and I ain't trying to get hit. I'm gonna straighten the fuck up for a minute.
I'm getting the death glare. I better knock this shit off.
Is there any more Sprite in these? No.
Probably not.
I gotta get up in the middle of a podcast.
Right in the middle of your explanation too. That's nice.
No, I feel like I finished it, didn't I?
No. You were saying the wordplay with Dollhouse or something. Did I just...
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I wasn't rant about that. Is a little crack open. But, yeah, it's like, it's... I feel like everybody can relate to it. Is you try to look as perfect and be as perfect as you can in front of guests, company, family, whatever it may be. But then behind closed doors, things might not appear to be so good. Yeah. Whereas, like, if you see that popular kid in school, and they seem all perfect, and they seem nice, and they seem like they know everybody, and they just got it all. Behind closed doors, they might go home, and it might be shittier than your life.
Yeah, it's just like
you don't know. It's just how they take it, and they come in, and they're like, I don't want anybody to know, so I'm gonna cover it up. I'm gonna whatever. And so I feel like the song can relate to everybody, and some people don't try to cover it up, and some people do. And I feel like it's a really deep, fucking poetic song. When I look at it personally, I'm just like, that's some shit right there. You turn it into a dollhouse. Is like everything is supposed to look perfect, but behind closed doors you don't know what the dolls are doing once that fucking thing closes.
You don't know how the dolls are
and that's where the darkness of Melanie Martinez comes in.
She's very dark and, like you said, very poetic with a lot of her songs and her lyrics.
I think it's one of the most poetic albums I've ever heard in my life. When you're talking just pure poetry, I think it's one of the most poetic because it feels so well thought out. Like she had this entire idea and plan of what she was going to do with it, and then she executed perfectly. And she killed it. Plus, it also has the shock factor for somebody like me to look her up is by watching her music videos and then going, what the fuck am I watching right now? This is not what I thought it was going to be.
Her music videos crazy?
They're not the craziest music videos I've ever seen, but they're wild.
Yeah.
They're she's dressed in her pink, like pastel pink dress and stuff, and her mom's in like a yellow pastel dress and all that, and her brother and dad have like these suits on and they're posing for a picture, trying to look all perfect, and they're all smiling, and then the cameras go off and somebody hits somebody basically for not. This is kind of just what I'm taking from it. I don't remember the music video exactly, but like hits the kid because they're not standing exactly perfect or whatever, and then they go home and dad's drinking and getting fucked up and cheating on the mom. And mom's drinking because she's sad because she knows what's happening, but she doesn't want the family to rip apart. Brother's just over there smoking weed, and she's just sitting here watching all of it going, what the fuck? But then they all walk out together looking all perfect and being like, okay, like, haha. Like, because you smile for that picture like a doll. You just...
Yeah.
And then you turn off that picture and it's like, hey, can we fucking go? At least that's how I feel when I have to take pictures. When somebody forces me to take a picture, I'm just like, okay, you want this fake memory of me smiling right now? It's not like I'm mad right now or unhappy, but now I have to...
Tink.
Hello.
Get that perfect.
And then they take the picture and I go, did you take it? And I feel like that's everybody. You have that smile on, you go, did you take it? Is it taken? Is it done? Is it done? Okay. Then you move on, and I think that's why I like pictures taken in the moment more so.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody has a smile on their face when you just take one of those pictures,
right,
and that's the real happiness. You're not standing up getting told, okay,
pose,
smile. But at the same time, I get why you would want those pictures.
They're kind of nice,
Yeah.
But not all the time.
Yeah.
Because you do have to do like the whole thing you just explained is completely true. It's putting that emotional mask of a face on to hide your shit, basically.
And see, I think that's what the song is about, is masking just home life.
I get that
Because I know a couple families that seem perfect, and then I've talked to those people and then they tell me what things are like behind closed doors, and it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but it's definitely not what I expect.
Sometimes you hear it and you're like, you guys are straight fucked up.
Yeah, but you wouldn't guess it just without asking. Like, you would never guess it. You'd be like, I thought you guys were well put together. And then I always feel like if I ever say that to anybody, like, oh, I feel like your family's like perfectly well put together, that's when they drop the real shit on me. And I'm like, oh, you guys hide it really fucking good. I would have never guessed.
Like, that's a lot of information.
Thought you guys all went home, gave each other high fives, ate dinner, laughed the entire time. It was all smiles and giggles, and then you guys went to bed, got tucked in, and just
fell asleep.
Yeah, it was just a good ass time. Like, oh my gosh, we're all so funny, and fall asleep, and they're like, not even a little bit.
I fucking hate my brother. That's what it is all day.
I fucking hate my brother. But yeah, I think I cut you off, but I think
No, you're good.
Were you gonna say something about this? Because I know I just drug out like an entire.
No,
fucking
I don't
story.
think I don't think I jotted anything down for this song.
No. You got anything
That I haven't
else?
already said.
Okay. Because I know that you said something that made me
I don't
go off on my
remember.
big ass tangent.
No, I liked it because I didn't really listen to the song that much. I didn't know I didn't get that out of the song, so it's nice to hear that.
Did you ever hear the album all the way through before I played it for you tonight?
No.
No?
I only heard maybe 2 songs out of it. But...
Okay, so at the end of the podcast, I'll ask what your opinion is on it then.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to give it like a rating, like 1 to 10.
Okay.
Like what you think. Don't give me it now, but
It's still stewing, dude. It's still
Yeah.
brewing up there.
fair enough. Yeah, so I guess we can move on to the next song then. So we got Sippy Cup.
Once again, odd. I don't know. It's just. I guess maybe it's something with me. Just all this weird kid shit.
Is it
like
weird you out? Like you don't like it? Like you're like, ugh.
No, not necessarily. It's just. It's an odd choice. I would have never thought to done something like that. You know, like if I were
that's
to
why I
make a
think
song and even to do something different, I wouldn't have thought like Sippy Cup or something. Some weird childhood toy. You know, I wouldn't probably never thought of something like that.
Yeah, like a sippy cup, I wouldn't think. Like, so the way that she talks about a sippy cup in this song is like alcohol. Mm-hmm. Kind of like, this is my sippy cup every day, but as an adult, this is my sippy cup. I have to have this drink every day. Like, kind of in that sense of like a kid needs their sippy cup, and some adults need their alcohol.
And then they need
it's
their
just
sippy.
It's never a connection I've ever made.
Yeah.
And I loved that about her, where I was just like, this is maybe. I'm not trying to overly credit her, but I feel like, or be like all over or anything like that, but it's like one of the most genius, constructive ways to put together an album I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think so. I can't think of another album that matches. I wouldn't say it's like genius, but that's the best way that I can describe it is without saying smart, because that just sounds stupid.
Yeah.
It's the smartest album I've ever heard. Like it's maybe the most well thought out album as a whole that I've ever heard.
Thoughtfully placed together.
Yeah, it feels like she took a long time to like construct it, like build it up, like connecting each piece and each dot and each line, like to make sure that it all fit.
Yeah, because like I said, even with like the cover art, it's definitely kind of a story. You know, the songs aren't like chapters or whatever the hell, but it's
it really is.
It all kind of fits together in an odd way and
see, that's the fun
falls
of
together.
Buying a CD right here is you get this whole thing. You get this artwork, and not just artwork for this album. This may be the most creative one I've seen so far for art or for album work, besides Watsky. His cardboard castles, if you bought like this special edition type one, when you open it, it has a pop out cardboard castle. And I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
But that being said, I don't have that exact album, but I do have an album by Watsky signed by him. But that's as far as that got. I don't have the cool pop out one. But yeah, this tells you the story of the songs and then constructs it all into an entire story. And I'm not going to read it to you guys, because if you want to hear it, you should buy it.
Absolutely.
But
buy them physical discs.
it's super fucking cool. But yeah, I feel like it's like a really well thought out album where actually it feels like it was built, constructed. There was blueprints to this album. It wasn't just thrown together.
Yeah, let's not randomly like play songs. They're just like maybe this here, maybe this here. No, they sat down as a team and maybe figured it out.
I love that.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
You want to peep that other one?
Yeah. So I think. So this is Carousel. I don't know if she made this song for this TV show, or if it just fit for the TV show, but this song was a big song for American Horror Story.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, I think it. From what I've been told, I never watched American Horror Story. I think I saw the first episode. Yeah. Hate me. But I was told that I think it was either the theme song for a season, or it was a song that was very potent in one episode.
Yeah.
And it is about like I think clowns and carousels and shit like that. So I've never really watched.
They did
American
have a season
Horror
like that. Yeah,
so, but this song, like I said, I don't know if she made it for that or not, but this is the most out there song from the album. Technically, it still goes in ties with like the kid kind of darkness and stuff like that. But
well, this one was kind of cool because what I took from it was that like feelings for a boy, and now she's stuck on this carousel of just the same feelings going around and around, and she can't like really get off.
Dude, you took it even more than I've ever taken this song.
Yeah.
I get lost in the bass of this song.
The bass
every time I listen to the song, I just think of the
thing fucking
the whole time. That's all I focus on the whole song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, and then the boom 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 boom. I'm like, oh shit. So it gets me excited, but I never took it that way. Like I never actually looked at it that way.
That's kind of what I was feeling off of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sad boy at heart.
No, but that makes me like the song even more. Like you were saying.
Yeah, because it's
being stuck on the carousel.
If that's the way she's talking about it, it totally makes sense. Because that's kind of what just emotions are, especially, in relationship type shit. New relationships, you always think it's gonna be. Sometimes you think it's gonna be different, and then it ends up being the same thing. You're like, "Fuck, dude, got played again. We're around. I went around the carousel again, dude. Fuck." I fucking hate this circus.
It's pretty deep right there. I didn't think about that. I fucking hate this circus.
This is the worst one,
I hate this.
I want to go home,
man,
Mommy.
I paid $10 for this.
Yeah.
I want my money back.
If that's what she was meaning, that's kind of what I got out of it. And yeah.
So you thought even deeper about this one than I ever have.
A little bit.
And that's funny because I usually think pretty deep, or used to. So this song, I used to listen to this album like 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, like you said, you definitely have those songs where the bass and the beat's so good, you try to focus on the lyrics and what they're saying. Then you start listening to the song, and then you just like get lost, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, that's a banger."
I think this is the only song I don't know like all the words to.
Really?
Because I just get lost in the beat every time I do. I'm just like, oh shit, I love that do 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 do. I'm like, oh shit, and then that boom, boom, boom. I'm like, what?
I'm a clown.
I'm a clown. God damn it. Sad clown days with the carousel and relationships.
Shit, yeah, dude.
Fucking A.
Make you do feel like a fucking clown.
But no, I like what you said there. I can see that. I've never thought about it that way, and I'll bet that that's probably what the meaning of the song is, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what type of crazy shit she's been into, but she seems like a crazy lady.
Yeah, but it makes me want to have a conversation with her. I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's this crazy in real life, but I just want to hear the ideas just fucking flow.
Like we would talk, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, this dude's basic as fuck," and I'd be doing my best.
I did my best.
Trying to be witty and creative, and she's like, "Fucking boring, this guy."
That's why she's with Oliver Tree.
And that's why I hate her.
That's why I hate her. Because that guy's probably got the weirdest fucking thoughts ever, too.
Yeah, probably.
His goddamn one-hit song is about him falling off of a fucking scooter.
Yeah.
I tried, but I don't think so. I've been told that is about him falling off a scooter. I'm just like, I hope it is, because I would love it even more if it is.
Makes my heart sad.
That dude's a meme.
Because that's a killer-ass song.
That dude's a meme on his own. We get to change to the next song?
Yeah.
Alright, boom, boom. So now we're on Alphabet Boy.
Alphabet Boy, once again, so odd. I just find it so odd, but it's good. She's not doing anything wrong at all. Like, she's killing it. But...
just throwing you off because it's different. I get that. It's so different, and I think that's why I love it. It's just not what you would hear on the radio. It's something out there that's
Has she ever been played on the radio?
As far as I know, no. She hasn't where we live. So, but she could have somewhere else.
Probably out in Cali, dude.
Yeah, Cali always gets good shit on the radio.
Fuck them.
If you have Sirius XM, which I don't know who does, but apparently
who has
there does.
any of that shit nowadays?
I guess if you like the Howard Stern show enough, you have Sirius XM.
Come on, dude. Let it go.
Let it go.
It's the 21st century now, dude. The future
podcasts
is
are
now,
a thing, and they're free on Spotify. You don't need the Howard Stern show, I guess. We're gonna get hate for that.
Probably.
If we ever got like big on YouTube and people go back to like these episodes and they see some of the shit we say, I guarantee we just get blown up from hate for like being like the Howard Stern show is overrated.
Oh! How dare you talk about Howard Stern? Sorry, boomer.
Sorry, boomer. That being said, I've watched Howard Stern.
He's good, dude. He's way good.
It makes me want to buy Sirius XM because I'm like, you know what? I do want to listen to it. Like, I haven't actually listened to it, but I want to hear it.
But also, get with the times, dude. The radio's dead. So
I give my parents shit for that constantly.
Now I listen to the radio with construction sites. There's always some type of fucking radio blasting, and you can never put on your phone because maybe a song will come on and comes up with some bad shit. And
Radio's always edited, so it'll make it nice. Well, unless you have Sirius XM.
which is funny because just this Friday they were playing a song off their phone, and it was a South Park song, and it was Chef singing about his big black salty balls.
Wait, this was on the radio?
No, this was off of a dude's stereo at the construction
okay.
site,
I
going
was
off
like,
of his
what?
phone. Sorry if I said radio, but
No, this stereo. South Park has made some banging songs.
yeah, no, it was good. Like
Cosmo's a bitch. She's a big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world.
all of us
That's a banger.
stopped for a fucking minute when we started listening to it. It's like, what the is he talking about? Fucking salty balls and all this shit, and realized it was South Park. And then all of a sudden we hear this foreman downstairs. Hey, turn that fucking shit off, Jason! Like fucking pissed about it.
I don't know if you know this, but the guy who does Chef's voice is an actual singer.
Really?
He's
Who is
Isaac
it?
Haynes.
Isaac Haynes. Who's Isaac Haynes? You say it like I said no.
He was really popular back in like the 70s or 80s. I think 70s. Or it could be 60s. Anyway, he was a really popular singer. He sings one song that I really fucking love. I've shown it to you a couple times and you never pay attention to it. But I think it's called, I want to say Walk With Me, but that can't be right. Walk By Me. Walk By Me.
Walk by me.
Yeah, it's a great song. Look it up. If you're listening, look that song up too.
What is it?
I'll play
Sing
it for
it.
you after we're done. I can't.
Saying it.
Because I don't know the words entirely. I like the beat to it. It's mostly instrumental, and he sings here and there.
But he was
a
come
very-
by me.
Walk By Me.
Oh, walk by me.
Yeah, it's about love, sweet love, walking by.
Walk by me. Huh?
Something like that, yeah. But I found it on a graffiti game I played on the PS2. Mark Echo's Getting Up, and it was on the playlist, and that's how I found the song.
Okay, alright.
But it's like, oh no, wait a minute. I almost I just fucked that up and just did like the tune for Walking on the Sun from Smash Mouth.
Huh?
But no, it's like it's got this like there's like they got like choir and shit in the back. It's just like ha ha down. It's fucking good. I'll have to play it for you. It's like an 8-minute song though, so we don't have to listen to the whole thing. But it's really good.
Okay.
It's really fucking good. I love it. But yeah. So Isaac Hayes or Haynes or something like that. I think it's Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really popular, and he's the voice of Chef. So when
Really?
he sings the songs, he's a real singer that sings that, and that's funny just about him
That's so
dipping
odd.
balls. He actually left South Park. If you wonder, I don't know if you still watch South Park, but he left South Park because his religion is Scientology.
Oh.
And they made a joke about Scientology, and he said, if you do that, I'll leave. And then they went, okay. And then he
See ya.
actually left, and they were like, oh, well, we'll figure it out. And that's why Chef isn't in episodes anymore.
Oh yeah, I just took him out.
Because they took him out because he was mad about it, because Scientology, they get really mad when you say
when you
anything
make
negative
anything
about him.
about
So when they made a joke, he was like, fuck you, I'm leaving. So,
Also, fuck him. Huh. That was actually a good ass song though. I was taken back. I was like, this is some funky ass shit, and why I have not heard this. And then I realized that South Park is like, oh, that's why. Because it's good for a minute, and then it just gets real South Parky and like vulgar and crass, which isn't a problem. But to listen to music like that constantly, it's like, all right.
yeah, fair enough.
As a joke, it's fun, but I'm not trying to listen to it on like this Monday morning as I'm going to work.
I feel that with The Lonely Island.
Yeah.
In a mood, I'll listen to The Lonely Island. You gotta get jizz in my pants here and there. Punch
Just
you in the
sometimes.
jeans. Little Jack Black.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Sax Man.
I'm on a boat. That's like the best one.
Some shit like that.
No.
But it's not something I'd listen to every day. It's like, okay.
Yeah. No,
But-
you can only do so much about that noise.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say about Alphabet Boy? Now, I think we mostly talked about other songs.
Yeah.
It's a good song, but we talked about other songs during that one, so move forward to Soap. So personally, because you pointed it out, that you didn't like the drops basically, which I always think of as like a bathtub,
that-
like
whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah, that.
Yeah.
I didn't like this song it's gonna come up here in a second. I'll just leave it going for a sec, but
right here.
this part right here.
I don't like it. It's good because they have that same noise going on like throughout the rest of the song. It's background. As background, it's good, but as the drop, it's like it's.
Yeah, it feels like it's gonna
lacking.
lead into something more, and then it turns into that, and I get that. This was a song that I used to skip. I think it was one of the only songs I skipped from this album when I used to listen to it all the time. I later eventually started to learn it because I liked the meaning of the song. And the meaning of the song, so everybody's been in a shitty relationship at some point.
Yeah.
And it's about it's more like it's more like being the first person to say I love you in the relationship, and the other person would not know what to say back or something, or they don't say it back or something like that. It's kind of like that of just like because she says that's one of the lyrics of because she says she better watch or God she wish she never spoke. She wish she or I want to wash my mouth out with soap. And then later she says, should have never said the word love. And it's like, oh shit. Like,
so you just...
Like, it just ruins the relationship if you say love, and then it's like, oh, we gotta break up now, because I wasn't feeling that. And then it's like, oh no, I shouldn't have said that.
I'm gonna wash my mouth out with soap.
Yeah. So it made me like the song a little bit more. That. But, yeah, just one of those things where it's like, oh, I fucked up, or,
right on.
Or you fucked up, or
that's exactly what
up.
I got out of it, was just kind of revealing too much to somebody too early, and then being just like, oh, cool, and then you're like, oh, we're not there yet, and now I hate myself.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's not like, it doesn't have to be like, I'm the first one to say I love you. It's just like, I opened up too far, too much, fast, and then now it just ruined this whole
and now where's
situation.
The plus? Because I need to wash this shit out.
Yep. Like, I wish I could wash my mouth out now because that was stupid. God damn it. So that's why I ended up liking the song later. But I didn't like the song because of the beat at first, and the beat does mean something to me. I get mad when somebody just listens to the beat. I get upset about it, but at the same time, only if the lyrics are shitty and aren't matched entirely.
Yeah.
But when the words match and the beat matches, it's like, okay. And the beat matches for the lyrics. Mm-hmm. You're not saying it's a great... Like, it's one of the... It's being carried. This song is being carried by the rest of them. Mm-hmm. Like, to just kind of... Like, they're all holding on to it. Yeah. You know, but at the same time, it's a great song. It's just in a different way than the rest.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I like that because I think that can resonate with a lot of people. I feel like if you listen to the song, you don't have to like it, but if you hear the message and you're like, oh, I've never felt that before. Well, you're lying, so let's knock that off.
Everybody's
definitely. We've all said some shit sometimes. We're like, maybe we could have left out that one part.
Everything else in this text was A1.
Everything else was going good, except for I said that, and now it's shit.
Yep.
Because it doesn't matter what everything else was. It's just that one part is what that person will remember, and I have to live with that. So that's sick.
That's
my Wednesday night.
Fuck. Well, Vita, do you mind if we take a break?
Break time, guys. We'll be right back in a minute. Bam, and we're back, guys.
Hello.
Well, hello.
So we got training wheels right here. I'm just jumping straight in.
I like it.
We're going right in. So we got training wheels right here.
I kind of took this as like getting past like baby steps in the relationship, and you're just like, fuck it, we're gung ho now. Like when you first start talking about somebody, there's always that kind of awkward like getting to know, and then you're taking these small little steps to get to know each other better, and you know, not being your true self, and not making huge commitment decisions together, and then taking the training wheels.
Yeah.
Taking them off, dude. Jumping right in. Head ho.
Get in.
Heave ho, baby.
Head started in. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's that little kid stuff, you know? You turn it into training wheels. Really, honestly, you hit everything I wanted to say about it. And a weird thing is, we always talk about songs of like what we take it as. But I think, I don't know how we do it, but we gotta like give people a reason to look it up on their own too, you know? Like it's a good...
But also that's why we want them coming here. So they're like, hey, you guys tell us what's going down.
That's true. That's fair. And hopefully...
411.
I'm hoping that some fan, for one of the albums we do, that like that's one of my favorite albums, they listen to us just to kind of be like, do other people feel the same way?
Yeah.
Let's see. Because that's something I'd be interested in, and that's kind of really why the podcast came to be.
Yeah.
And now we're here. But, what does that mean?
I was just saying, yeah.
But, yeah, I really don't have much more to say about it. It's a killer song. Just go ahead and listen to it yourself, and I agree with everything that Vita said about it.
Pank.
Oh, that was probably the quickest we've gone through a song, and that made it sound like it's a shitty song.
On to the next!
It's honestly one of my favorites, but, yeah, definitely look that up.
Pity party. I have a pity party about every single day of my life.
Do you?
That's me, baby.
Let's get deep into Vita's thoughts. How you have yourself a little pity party, my guy? I think everybody has a pity party.
Do you ever just have those sometimes where you're sitting there at work, everything's going fine, and then you're just like, fuck everything in my life.
Yeah.
For like 3 minutes, and then you're just like, it's really not that bad. And then you go back onto your day.
Mine lasts for like an hour, but yeah.
Well, sometimes they do.
I'm just like,
sometimes
fuck everything I'm doing right now.
Sometimes they do, but I usually have like a 2-minute sit where I'm like, all of this fucking sucks, and I don't know what to do to make it better. And then it's like, oh, well, I'll just keep going, because it'll get better.
Yourself together, yeah.
Fucking put your big boy belt on and keep fucking moving.
Keep fucking going, dude.
That's all you can do.
Take these training wheels off and keep it moving. I'm gonna learn on my own.
I can do it, daddy.
No, I feel that. This song always like caught me in a weird way. So I mean, I'm not trying to get it. This is going to be a pity party part of the podcast. That was a lot of P's.
pity
party part of the podcast.
Pitter patter down
fast. That shit was, as I said, I was like, that was a lot of P's, wasn't it? But Preston's pity party part of the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking segment.
That's gonna be a segment right there.
Preston's pity party part of the podcast. Jesus.
Fucking stupid. But so no, this song actually like hit me at one point because I was thinking about my childhood. So my birthday is on a holiday. I won't say which one, but my birthday is on a holiday. So it was really hard for people to come and hang out with me on my birthday and like celebrate my birthday and stuff. And so the stuff she talked about in this song made me feel like a bitch. When I finally heard it, I was like, I'm a bitch because it's hitting me in the feels right now and I want to cry, but I'm not going to because I can't. I feel it, I was like, I feel it. Sing it, Melanie. But it was like that.
Yes,
she's just like, I invited all these people to come to my party and nobody showed up, and just like, I guess I'll just have my own fucking party.
I guess I'll just
pity party
myself.
But I took it too literal, but I don't think it's supposed to mean in that literal of a sense.
I don't know. I could see it because that's kind of definitely what it is. That kind of what it is. Is that
it is, and in the music video, she's at a birthday, and
yeah,
you know.
Well, even on the little the album cover fold out, that's what it says for its pictures. And the whole character, which is kind of cool with the albums.
By the way, I don't know if you know, but the character is Crybaby.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say that. Yeah, that's, every picture is Crybaby. And it's like Crybaby had a party and she invited everybody. Nobody showed up. No. And so it turned into a pity party.
You got it. But I think it's good for the soul to have a little pity party for yourself here and there.
Every now and then.
Like, no, I'm not saying often. Just every once in a while, you need to feel it.
Yeah,
you need to feel the
that
dirt.
Party.
You need to grab the salt and rub it in the wound for a second.
A little bit, yeah.
I kind of feel it for a second.
Roll around in the dirt and feel like a dirty boy for a second.
Dirty boy. I'm a dirty boy.
I'm dirty, and now I need to get clean again.
You choke yourself in the closet when you jerk off?
Maybe. That's my business.
Dirty.
What I do behind closed doors is my own damn business.
You right? God damn. But it's a sad song, but it hits. It's a good song, and I think everybody can relate to that. I think everybody throws themselves a little pity party here and there.
I think everybody deserves to every once in a while.
Yeah, you do. You work hard, you play hard, you do you.
You cry hard too, and we don't.
If you're gonna work hard, play hard. You gotta cry hard, and you gotta get. God damn it.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get it. But so
this song
I have mixed.
It's a very odd song. I didn't think about it until you said it, and it sounds. I don't.
Got a little darker.
That's your thing, so I'll let you say it.
Well, what did you think of the song first before I say what I thought? If you had a thought of the song? This Tag You're It.
I thought it was just one of those basic, like, chasing the wrong person. Chasing somebody who doesn't want you.
Oh, damn, you might be right.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You might be more
but
right
no,
than me.
yours was like, oh, I see it. Like, it's almost on the nail.
Well, it only throws it back to not trying to bring up like any memories that hurt anybody's feelings or hit a little too close to home. But a lot of people that I know that seemed like their life was perfect behind closed doors, it wasn't. And then I find out, that I found out that like 90% of the girls I know have been raped or molested when they were a kid, which irritates the fuck out of me. If you've ever done that, then fuck yourself.
Unfortunate and not acceptable.
No. So the way that I took this song of Tag You're It is the chorus is chased me and he wouldn't chase me through the parking lot. He chased me and he wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Tag you're it. Tag you're it. And I thought of it as in like a raping kind of way of just like this guy chased me, he grabbed me, snatched me, and did his whatever he's gonna do. And that's the way I took this song. I don't know if that's accurate.
I don't know.
I like
when
your
you said
better.
that,
I like your version a little better. It's still sad, but not as fucked up.
I like it because it's nicer than that. But I think yours, when you actually listen to the song, it's almost on the fucking nail. It's hard to not see it after that. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if I fucked it up then.
No, it's still a good song.
It made me like it a little less.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it was uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So once I like put together the image in my head of what the song was about, I was like
being chased out in the park.
Yeah, I was like,
Tell him no,
I'm not a fan.
Now you're it. Yikes.
Okay. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the way that I took this song. So I like your version better of it.
But it's also, as we've said time and time before, that's the crazy thing about music is that you can take something so dark and evil and turn it into a creative avenue for yourself to relieve something or to help others relieve pain and feel connection and not as lonely, you know.
Fair enough.
It's wild. So I think if that's the way the song is meant, then she did a lot of people service because it is a good song.
It's a killer song.
You know,
it's really.
It's not an easy thing to sing about, but I think it's something if you've gone through that could help in a way. You know?
Yeah.
It's one of those hard things that I've never had anything like that happen to me, and so I can relate. You know.
And I think that's why when I came up with that to me is because I can't relate either, and I was like, well. No, I just don't like it. The only way I can relate is not like if it to like. Well, I don't even care because I'm like some things I say on the podcast. I'm like I don't want to say that because I don't want to like challenge the audience and make them go against me. But honestly,
we don't want to talk out of turn.
Yeah, but I'm hard on the stance of if you've raped or molested somebody, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like
straight up eat shit and die. So
yeah, so I'm hard on that stance, and I don't care what people think about that one because if you don't like what I said about that, I don't want you as a fucking fan. So that's the way it be. But yeah, so like it made it harder to listen to the song for me, for sure. Was definitely hearing that. I was like, okay, well, I need to fucking.
And it's probably just hard for us as a couple misogynistic pig men not understanding the plight of women as it goes nowadays.
I think that's another thing I really like about Melanie Martinez, because I think she's kind of a feminist, but not to the extent of being too in your face about it, while also being in your face about it.
Not calling you like a piece of shit, but she's like, I support women.
Yeah, like you need to right your wrongs. Yeah. But she's not being like, I'm judging you for it. She's just like, you maybe not have noticed this, but I'm going to point it out to you, and maybe you'll notice some shit. She's definitely done that in a lot of songs that she has, especially on her newest one, was about, you know, being sexist and misogynistic towards, you know, just women. And it's just, I don't know, it's a different input that I like to get, and I don't take things as serious if somebody just screams in my face about something.
Yeah.
I just don't, personally. I'm just like, okay, just mostly stuff I see on the internet of somebody being like, oh, all guys are this way, or every guy does that, but that goes for both sides of every girl does this and every girl does that. Yeah. So it goes both ways, but it's the world that we live in, and hopefully we can make it better in the future. Yeah. But we're working all towards it. There's a lot to change.
Definitely a dark song, but absolutely a good song.
Hell yeah, definitely give it a listen. Definitely give.
Did we say the name? Tag. We said Tag You're It. That's the name of the song, right?
Yep. Tag You're It. Good song. All these songs are really killer. So you gotta listen to the album.
That's what I think. That's probably the biggest thing I like about Melanie Martinez, and I would say it's like this new feminist, like women music coming out. It's very sexualized and it's very strong and it's power for women, and it's like it's good music, you know.
It is. It's what's weird to me about listening to Melanie Martinez as a guy is because it just feels. It's a part of me that I probably got to change or whatever, especially like in the world that we live in now, is not being able to listen to girly music in front of a bunch of other guys and stuff like that. You know, it's hard to listen. Like, let me throw on some Hilary Duff or Selena Gomez in front of everybody, and then just fucking sing my heart out till round and round.
Well, I also think it's weird because like the pop, like the powering, as far as I see it, and my opinion could be very skewed. But beforehand, it was all the empowering women songs, for at least most of them, like the big popular ones, were like, I'm a little slut and that's okay and this and that, which is fine, you know, if that's what you want to jam out to.
Yeah, that's what you
jam
want.
out to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like these new ones with Billie Eilish, Lorde, and Melanie Martinez, and so many other ladies, it's like, no, I'm not a little slut. I just like to have sex. Like, I'm not a whore. I'm not a slut.
I feel like Lana Del Rey
I'm not a dirty little
has
girl.
that.
Like, I like sex, and I don't need a title on it, you know? Like, I don't need to be labeled as something. I'm a human being who wants to fuck, and that's basically all human beings want to do.
Well, especially with the what is it called when double standard?
Yeah,
it's a double standard because guys' music, when you think of like the generalization of just guys' music, it's about fucking. But nobody's like, that dude's a fucking whore. That dude's a slut.
He's a player. He's a pimp.
Like Easy, like I heard a lot about this about Eazy-E. It's just like he died from AIDS. That means he was getting pussy.
Yeah.
But if a girl died from AIDS, it's be like, well, she didn't fuck so many guys.
Yeah,
like
her damn legs closed.
that's a double standard.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
yeah.
it's a weird fucking flow of the way that things have
Things
been.
are nowadays. This is fucking weird, but that's just what I like about them, all of them.
Yeah.
You know, empowering in a different way. But also, it's like I can't truly relate with all this shit. I'm not a girl. I don't know how it goes. I don't know. Maybe most girls are like, fuck these ladies, or I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I think it's always half and half. It just depends on the person. Because, you know, there's guys out there
Just
that are...
talking out of turn.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys out there that are completely against all the male standards. I'm putting in quotes, if anybody's listening and not watching, what I'm putting, yeah, it's in
Male
quotes.
standards.
Yeah, like, you just act a certain way as a guy, you know, you're supposed to be this certain way.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that being said,
like
I'm also...
stereotype.
That being said, I'm a problem, too, because I'm not an advocate. I don't walk out there and force anybody to act like a certain thing or anything. I'm like, you do you if that's the way you want to be.
Yeah. Live your life.
Yeah. It's just, it's the way it is. Anyway, hopefully we came across... This got a little more political than most.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Melanie Martinez gets kind of political. So, I mean, maybe it fits. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think about that little rant in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're mad, don't fucking yell and don't be like a 13-year-old just getting mad about it. Explain it in a good way.
Maybe just tell us how you think we're wrong.
We can have a chat about it. We don't have to have an argument. We can talk about it. Doesn't have to be an argument. You can take that to heart, internet, because everybody needs to remember that shit. Is we don't have to, just because you disagree with somebody doesn't mean you have to fucking get in an argument.
Yeah.
You can have a civilized talk, but one person always gets out of fucking term and gets fumed up and says it like, oh, well, fuck you. And then it's like, oh, now this turned into an argument. But anyway, so the next one, Milk and Cookies.
Now this song title I just really like because I love milk and cookies.
You love Milk and Cookies.
Love milk and cookies. There's nothing better. That's like the best dessert of all time, honestly.
Milk and Cookies?
Basic. It's simple, dude.
I feel like everybody likes ice cream.
Yeah, it's good, but the best one of all time
is milk
a
and
glass
cookies.
of milk and a cookie? Are you kidding me? That's delicious. You take it and you dip it. All soggy. It's delicious.
Oh.
The real boss move, the player move. You take a bunch of cookies, you crumble it in your glass, and then you pour milk in it, so it's like a bowl of cookie cereal, dude. That's what's up. That's how you live life.
I think they make that. I think it's Oreo cereal.
Nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that generic bullshit, dude. Make some homemade cookies, grab some milk, crumple the cookies into a glass, not a bowl. Let's be proper. We're not animals here, okay? It's still a fucking cookie. So put it in the glass, crumple it up, pour some milk in, and you got yourself a little glass of fucking cookie cereal, dude. That's how you live
Is this
life.
a snack or breakfast?
This is when Vita's feeling saucy at any time of the day. There's no rules on cookie cereal.
Oh my god.
Because if you're having cookie cereal, you're obviously living it up. So 7 a.m., 7 p.m., whenever the fuck.
So this is what it's like to not be married, in case anybody who's married wonders.
I feel like that's a married
No
dude.
wife is letting you fucking just pour like a tray of like an entire slot of cookies into a bowl and just
Well,
fucking...
no, it's not an entire tray. If you make homemade cookies, it's like 3 cookies tops.
I feel like it wouldn't be as good with homemade cookies doing that. I feel like you either gotta get Oreos or like some Elmer Fudd.
You haven't had good homemade
some
cookies.
Elmer Fudd fudge cookies, dude.
Elmer Fudd fudge cookies?
I think it's Elmer Fudd. The little elves.
Elmer?
Is that what I said?
No, you said Elmer Fudd, the cartoon character. What is that?
No, that's the cookie guy.
Frogers?
No. What the fuck are you saying? Like Folgers, like the coffee? No, I think it's Elmer Fudd. I think that's not
Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd's the cartoon character.
Who the fuck is Elmer Fudd? What is he in?
Elmer Fudd, he doesn't hunt.
Cartoon.
Shut your fuck mouth, dude. He doesn't
Wait, is that the guy that hunts Bugs Bunny?
No,
it's not Elmer Fudd.
He's got the big old. He's a cowboy.
That's
got the
Elmer
cowboy
Fudd?
with the butt. No, who's Elmer Fudd?
Who is Elmer Fudd?
Is he the
That's
pig?
the one that fights Bugs Bunny.
Is that it?
Westerly Wabbit and all that.
Okay, yeah, that's the cartoon character then.
Bullshit! I don't know where my
What
phone
is that? I don't
went,
know who
but-
that cereal
Keebler
fucking
elf.
thing is. Keebler elf.
You're right. All right, so it's Keebler elves. Okay, yeah. So those guys,
I wanted to
dude,
say
that would be so good.
Thank you to our assistant over there. Keeps us grounded and educated.
Keep
as
it
we
in
do
there.
our
So I'm
podcast.
fucking this up, but guys, so those little elves are there. The fudge cookies, they're like ones that are shaped like the elves. I feel like if you just like cracked each one of those in half and threw in some cereal.
Nah.
Oh, fuck you! Have you never dipped one in milk?
Yeah, I've dipped in milk, but you don't do cookie cereal with it.
Why
Have
not?
some fucking culture, dude. Cookie
What are you doing?
cereal
Just
is
putting
homemade
sugar cookie?
cookies with fucking milk crumpled up. That's culture. Anything else is just blasphemy, honestly. Anyways, we're not talking about music.
not understanding.
Anyways, this.
So back to milk and
Alright,
cookies.
the song
The
Milk and
song.
Cookies. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Jesus.
There's been a lot of rants tonight.
Yeah, it has.
They're
Alright.
just a lot of off topics.
I don't know anything about this song.
So
Because I only like the fucking. I just like milk and cookies.
the way I take this song turns me on. It's hot.
Alright, I'm loving it already. What is it?
Psycho females.
Okay.
Crazy bitches. it's that crazy girl that you get with.
Oh,
The one that's like.
what does the song say? Like, what is it?
So she says something about turning like. Yeah, drink your spoiled milk. I'm
Ooh,
fucking crazy.
spoiled.
Need my prescription filled. Is yeah. So I love it because it's just like this crazy. Like I would assume just like the girl that you try to break up with, and then she's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." I'm gonna get it tonight. I'm still gonna break up with you tomorrow, but you're gonna get it tonight.
Like, comes at you with a knife, but then you, like, smack
Yeah.
it out of her hand, and she starts making out with you?
Yeah.
Yes!
She pulls the gun, cocks it back, and you grab it and kink it sideways, and then you fuck. Hot.
You like grab it, and you're like,
Stop.
do it! She grabs your dick, you're like, yes!
Yeah. Yeah.
That's...
That's the way I take this song personally.
I dig it.
Is it turns me on. I'm just like,
I dig that.
so you're not okay with me then? Let me just poison your fucking drink. I'm gonna kill you today.
Oh, you fucking hate me?
Yeah, that being said, I don't want to die. I'm not looking for you to poison me. But something about the idea. It's the idea of. It's like that role play of like the idea of the realistic. It's like when a girl asks you to choke her, but if you really like gave her the full fucking choke, she'd be like, "What? Hey,
Danger.
not the way I was trying to go." Like, easy. I want to feel threatened but secure. And you're just killing me. I can't breathe.
This isn't fun, this is just manslaughter.
Pretty much. That's the way I think of this song.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, so the next song, we got Pacify Her. Not Pacifier. Pacify Her.
Wordplay.
Wordplay.
Now, see, this, just the... Let's hear it for a second.
Oh, shit. That was the chorus, and I skipped it. Oh, it's all fucked.
What is happening? The way the song is titled, Pacify Her, now that makes me think of like some choking shit. It's like pacify her, like choke her out.
You mean like she wants you to choke her out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I was in bed with a lady and she's like, pacify me, I would be like, I know exactly what you want.
I know exactly what
Like, I'm almost positive I
I don't think that's what this song is about at
Probably not, but that's what I take. Like, pacify? What is the honest definition about
all. So the way I take this song, I take a little vape hit.
silence, radio silence? That's always good for a podcast. Thank you, Preston.
Hey, we're the most podcast professionals there is. This is Preston's podcast professional. Pacify.
Okay, so pacify, quell the anger, agitation, or excitement of.
I would say, in layman's terms, shut down. To shut something down.
To soothe.
Yeah, I guess to pacify
Soothe's
would be
a
to
better
soothe.
word.
Like something that's too far, like aggressive or something, you would pacify.
Well, that doesn't
it.
work then.
So the way that I take this song is because the chorus is like, pacify her, she's getting on my nerves. Is what I'm guessing is like if you're in a relationship, and another girl comes and says hi to you, and she starts flirting with you.
Oh, and the other girl
and then your girlfriend gets jealous, and then she's like, pacify her.
Okay.
She's getting on my nerves.
I get that.
I'm gonna kill her if she doesn't step the fuck back, this bitch. Step off my boyfriend, dude.
I thought it was like that happened, but then you would have to pacify your girlfriend because she's tripping, and you have to be like, "Don't worry, baby girl, I love you." You know.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's kind of what I took about it. I didn't think about her being like, "Check that bitch."
Yeah, and that's the way I think of it. Yeah, dude, it's perfect. Like, check that bitch. Like, see you talking to her. You better check that. Check that. Maybe your girlfriend comes up, gives her a little bump on the shoulder. You better check yourself or you wreck yourself, bro. Be talking to my boyfriend like that. But that's the way I've taken this song. I don't. That being said, this is the way I've taken these songs. I don't even know if I'm accurate, and I could be wrong about most of these. But this is the way that I take these songs. So
I like it.
Well, jealousy.
I'm kind of bummed out. My choking situation didn't work out as well as I was hoping it to, but you know. Keep rolling with the punches. I'll have a little pity party about it tomorrow.
That's the sad thing is I love music because you can take it in your own way and it makes the song better. But the second somebody like points something out to you, it can ruin it can make or break a song.
Yeah.
Which might be shutting listeners off from this podcast. I'm just shutting them down, man. Here's what it's about. Take it to the bank. Like this is what would it be? But these songs took me a lot of times, and I listened to this album a fuckload at one point. So. Way more than I should have, but that's why I bought it. Because I think I've said on this podcast before is a lot of the albums I buy, I find on Spotify or Pandora. Artists on Pandora, find the song, listen to the album. Spotify, find the album, listen to the album, decide if I like it or not. Find a single that I like, look up that artist, find more songs by. If I like the album, I buy the album.
Yeah.
Because I like to give the extra money. Because when you listen on Spotify, iTunes, and all that, they give the artist money. Not a lot, but they do give money. And if you buy the album, that's the full financial stability they need. Going to concerts is where they make the real money, but
yeah, that's when they get that shit. You alright, bud?
Okay. I have a hair that is in my eye over here. Oh, I got it.
Gross. Okay, well, don't look at it.
It's my girl. No. It's my girlfriend's hair. Imagine that.
All right, huh?
Find him, but
I
anyway,
like it.
So that's the way I took this song. Is this? So
Mrs. Potato Head. This one's actually kind of.
This one's
cool.
a banger ass song, and so this is like the.
It's got a very deep meaning.
This has got the feminist type.
Yeah, because
vibe to it.
This song is all about plastic surgery.
Yes.
And how it's. I don't know exactly how she means it, but it sounds like it's coming off fucked up. That how you basically have to be a Mrs. Potato Head, having everything taken off and replaced just to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the standard of what beauty is like you want what the media portrays that what all guys want is this, and a lot of guys do want those certain things and things like
basic
that.
boys.
The funny thing is in media is I see that every guy wants this girl that's like so fucking tiny that her bones are poking through, but not one of my guy friends has ever wanted that. Yeah, I was like, not one of my guy friends has ever wanted anything like that. So
I've only known one person like that, and it was an older gentleman.
Really?
A-Tech?
Like one of the ribs showing and everything?
Yeah, like...
If that's how you look, that's how you look, by the way. You do.
Crack addiction.
It's
skinny.
It's not my thing.
Santa Claus?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I know who you're talking about. That's not even relatable, but yeah. I know you're talking
Santa
about.
Claus, he always says, like, oh, man, she crack addict, I like him. I'm like, dude, that's just gross.
That's the ladies he likes?
That's right, yeah.
And
we'd be like...
That trucker life.
We'd be like, dude, come on now. Like, gotta have a little meat on her bones. Nah, that's that newfound stupid generation shit you boys are into nowadays. I'm like, whatever, dude.
How did we get there? Because the old generation said that the fatter your woman was, the better it was. Because if your woman was fat, it meant that you were keeping her fat.
Ooh, now we're getting real deep again.
Yeah, and then it went to like, we need a girl that needs ribs.
Because I know in like the 40s and the 50s and all that, it wasn't considered thick, it was curvy. If you had a curvy woman with hips and like, you know, like that hourglass shape, the curviness of it.
So then I would say today's standards have gone back into that.
Yeah, and we just call it like thick.
Thick.
But it's not even necessarily,
like
curvy. Maybe it is. It's more of just like...
There's a slight difference between
At
thick
least
and
all
curvy.
I've seen, and I don't want to reveal too much my social media feed, but from everything that I've seen, it seems to be a small waist and a fat ass is all that's on any media.
Yeah, it is. Fat ass, thick thighs, small waist, yeah.
That's all it really is.
That can't be easy to maintain if you're going to work out and keep the thighs pumping, but the stomach's small. Some girls are doing it, I don't know how.
I squat a fair amount on the squat rack, and I have the smallest ass. I don't understand how ladies have...
I was going to say your thighs
Ladies
show.
just do squats at the house, and they have the thickest asses, and I'm like putting up a good couple 100 pounds, and I still can't.
You need to do more chairs.
I have a little bubble butt. It's cute.
It's cute. It's cute. You got to do more of them chair sits, you know, when you lean up against the wall and you squat like you're sitting on a chair, but it's not really there. Do that for like 30 seconds.
Is that the move?
That shit hurts.
Get a thick boy butt.
I think that might do your thighs more. Get some thick thighs.
I already have thick thighs.
But thigh gap was a thing for like a year.
We're fucking... we are ranting today.
Yeah, we are. It is off on a whole bunch of stuff. No, I like the meaning of this song with Miss Potato Head. It's like, you know, asking questions like,
because
is, would you still love her if she wasn't pretty?
Yeah. But,
And that being said, not one of my guy friends would ever be with a girl long term just based off of looks. Now that being said, I do have guy friends that would. Well, I think everybody judges off of looks first.
Yeah,
and
right
you can
off the
say you
bat.
don't, but I think everybody judges a little bit off
you
the
have
bat.
to be somewhat attracted to the person.
Yeah, you got to be a little attracted to the person. Now
it
that
can't
being
be
said,
just like...
you can find an ugly person
this
with a great
individual's
personality.
But ugly, but I love the personality. Like, I'm gonna stay with this person. So, I don't know. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I don't know. Maybe I'm shallow
Looks
enough
are
that I
first,
can't do
personality is second. But some people will go just for looks, and some people say they just go for personality. And I don't believe the people that say they just go for personality.
Okay, but so
you have to be slightly attracted to that.
So
person
for me,
first.
looks will pull me in. Personality will make me stay.
Yep, and
Because if you're mad
personality can make
attractive,
or break.
if you're mad attractive, but you have a shit personality, or not even a shit personality, but our personalities are so different that it's just not going to work, then I'm no longer attracted to you. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
Yeah, definitely. I've been with a few women like that where I was very attracted to them, got to know their personality, and was like, not even a little bit, sweetheart. You went from like an 8 to a 4 real quick. Because personality will drop your ass real quick on a scale. If you were doing the rating scale, like it would get dropped really fucking quick based off personality.
You look like an angel, but you're a horrible person.
Yeah,
Like,
you can drop to a fucking 2 real quick. You go from a 10 to a 2. Your personality is that shitty. Yeah, you look beautiful, but you're a fucking piece of shit.
yeah.
You just turned into a 2. It makes a big difference. But I think Melanie, what she's talking about in this song is I think this one is based for men. This song is for men. Is like, would you still love her even if she started getting, you know, wrinkles? Even if she wasn't as pretty forever? Would you still be there?
I kind of took it as like asking the woman or women who have had a lot of plastic surgery done, like, is it worth the pain just to be beautiful?
Ooh.
Is it worth to go through the struggle? Or, and it's also kind of telling, like, maybe warning or letting other women know, like, the potential dangers. Like, is it worth it to go through all this financial debt? 'Cause she says something throughout the song where she talks about, like, like $100,000 worth of compliments. Is it worth that shit?
Yeah, she does.
Because at the end of the day, that's all you really get. I don't know your motives of why you do it, you know, but if you're doing it just to look good, then yeah, at the end of the day, it's $100,000 worth of fucking compliments.
That being said, I don't think everybody that gets plastic surgery is for the compliments. Sometimes it's for yourself.
Maybe sometimes it's not as shallow just to look beautiful, or maybe there's, you know.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting to make yourself look better for you.
But I think in this song, it is just that level of this is what beauty is, and this is what you have to do to get it, and is it worth it? And I don't think it is. I think she's like warning people of the dangers of going in financial debt or altering your face and never really being able to go back just because you did it for peer pressure to be of what the society considers quote unquote beautiful.
See, I get that, but I'm also somebody that would go through 2 surgeries for myself, and it's not for anybody else, it's for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm losing hair. I'm sure you guys have seen when I take off this hat, but I'm losing hair.
What a brave
And that
move.
being said, is most guys will lose their hair.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm not concerned about losing my hair, but I want hair.
Yeah.
And so I'm not trying to, like, when it all is finally done, doing it is when I'll probably get the surgery. But I would get the surgery to get more hair, not because I want to look good for other people or anything like that. It's just for me, because I want hair.
Yeah.
And so I want that. And then also, my nose is crooked, and so I'd like to get that fixed,
You've said that shit, and I still can't see it.
No, we're not doing the podcast. When we're not doing the podcast, you have to look at it. But my nose is crooked, and I would like to get that fixed.
It's funny you say nose, because I would also, if I was going to ever do it, I'd probably do, like, some type of nose trim or something. Not that I care.
I don't know if I don't know.
Like, it's not definitely to the point where it's like, oh, I want to do it, or this or that, or like, I hate my nose. It's just like, if I were to do anything, like if a gun to my head and they're like, what do you need? I'm like, I guess we could do something with my nose.
See, and I don't hate my nose. It's just something that bugs me personally. Eventually.
The
hair is the first on my list, though. That'll be in like 20 years when it's all finally done.
Yeah, or the hairline, I guess, because mine's like pulling back. I still have it thick, but it's like pulling back.
See, I don't think I noticed in like high school because you just had a buzz cut.
Yeah.
But
insecurities, dude.
Then you had the long hair.
Yeah.
You're the only guy I know that pulls off both. No, like not trying to get all.
I'm just gorgeous, dude.
What's up? It is. But not you pull off that fucking short hair and that long hair, like perfect. But I've never seen you half hair. I've never seen you with you like down to the ears when it's coming out. Because my hair's starting to come out. Because when I started this podcast, my hair I think was down to here. I think my hair was down to like the half of my neck and about to my jawline, and then I cut it. And now my hair's growing back, so that'll be interesting to look back on podcast episodes is watching my hair transition. It's going to be transitioning because I'm growing it out-ish again, so maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
But I think out of, like, this one and Tag You're It, so once again, I don't know if we said the title, Mrs. Potato Head. Probably, these two are definitely have the biggest message of the whole album.
You said Miss Potato Head and what one?
Tag You're It.
Tag You're It. Why would you say that? Just asking. Like, why would you say that Tag You're It has a big message?
Just I think because, like I said before, I think it shines light on the issue and it can serve a lot of people who have been through that type of trauma and make them not feel as lonely.
See, and I feel like that about Dollhouse also.
All right, fair enough. Yeah,
because I feel like it should open parents' eyes more so than the kids, because the kids already know.
True.
But the parents need to open their eyes. Like, you might be pushing your kid a little far.
Yeah.
Sometimes trying to make your family seem so perfect is you might be pushing your kid a little far where you need to calm it down a little bit. Not everybody's perfect and everybody has mistakes. And if you have friends that can't accept those mistakes, then fuck your friends.
Word! You can say that to the bank.
But, yeah, so I feel like those are some very, like, deep songs that, like, really need to get addressed. But, yeah. Hell yeah. So we'll move on to the last song of the album that's not the deluxe edition, like I said. If you want to hear the deluxe edition songs, look up Melanie Martinez or buy that album. But, yeah, Mad Hatter.
I actually didn't hear any bit of this song.
This one is about Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is what... that's at least what I think, because it's called Mad Hatter. But we'll play a little bit, and then I'll give my input on it after you say if there's anything you have to say.
Like me best when I'm off my rocker.
That's my favorite line in this whole song is, so what if I'm off my rocker, you like me... Or, so what if I'm bonkers, you like me best when I'm off my rocker, I think is the words. And then she said, so what if I'm crazy, the best people are?
Yeah.
Some of the craziest people I fucking know are my favorite people. That being said, I've met some crazy people that really is like a little too far where I think they need to be medicated.
Crazy people are just like, that's kind of scary.
That person at the 7-Eleven asking you for quarters and then tell you you're a broke bitch when you say you don't have any.
Yeah. That's a whole other
That's a different level of crazy.
Craziness mixed together.
You got a dollar? You got some change? I don't have any change. You broke, bitch. Yeah. You just asked me for money.
Excuse me, sir.
One of us just walked in that 7-Eleven and got something and came out. And it wasn't you.
But he says it with enough. He says it with enough conviction. It still haunts you to this day. You're like, I need to work harder.
I need to work harder. I need to work harder so I can support
just
him.
asked you for 50 cents, called you a broke bitch, and it hurts to this day.
It hurts. Damn, I don't have 50 cents. Fuck, man. I only had $5 and I just bought this monster.
What am I doing with my life?
Damn.
I need to focus better. I need better goals. No, from that little snippet, I can kind of see like what it is, and it's like, it's all right to be a little bit loony.
Yeah.
it's all right to be quirky, weird, little.
Because you've been
normal.
Because you've told me how weird that you think it is that her and Oliver Tree are together. This song right here, my man.
Best people got together and are doing it.
The two craziest people in the music industry got together and they're fucking or something. I don't know what they do. I honestly don't care.
Probably doing some weird ass like other type noise shit together.
The weird thing is,
interested about.
Oh, that's not my place. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from it. But it's, yeah, definitely a good album, and I think you guys should check it out. It's the most. If you don't like pop, even then, give it a try. It's a really good album to give a try, and it's controversial in senses and ways, but it's like eye opening in other ways, and definitely it made me see women's side more than any other like album I've ever heard by a girl. This one made me it opened my eyes in some songs to some things that I didn't realize that I was doing wrong. So yeah, I think it's definitely something to listen to, and Vita, you should definitely fucking put it on your Spotify and give it a couple listens.
I think I absolutely will.
But yeah.
So sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to word it, but our great assistant on the side just brought up a fantastic point saying that Melanie knows how to talk about shit that doesn't get talked about and doesn't get talked about, but she does it in a way with her lighter baby doll voice that makes it almost pleasing to the ears, not as dark. Correct? So,
okay.
So like kind of with everything, with Mrs. Potato Head, Dollhouse, Tag You're It, she does it in a way, and I guess it makes a lot of sense with her whole child persona that she's got going on with the crybaby. How she can take that persona of a little baby, talk about so many dark things, and it's almost pleasing to the ears. Like it is.
Not
she does pleasing, but it's easy. Like
she does a Britney Spears kind of thing. Where
darker, like
little baby boy, like baby voice, kind of like there's something about it that's like sexual.
No, okay, so she does a baby voice.
Does.
Britney Spears is like, I'm a little slut. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the difference between
and Melanie doesn't do that the whole time. She has a lot of different range that she goes between the childish, and then she goes to like this more mature-ish, and then she has like a weird. She does a great mix of it. She does it in a good way. Mm-hmm. But definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a great point, and it really makes sense to everything that she's kind of doing. Because I don't know, with her other albums, is it kind of like the same persona, or does she vary it up and change it? What is happening? That was nothing. That was some other shit.
Oh. Thought it was another word from the assistant.
No.
As you called her. This is the assistant.
I know the word. I was like, oh.
Close enough. It's good enough.
That's not okay. Well, anyways. So she just has the same, like, she holds that baby persona down. Is that like her shindig or?
No. To an extent. She changed on the second album. Crybaby is still potent, but it's Crybaby grown up to like middle school-ish, kind of like elementary to middle school. I would say this is like preschool-ish, kind of like for Crybaby, and I feel because her last album she did was K through 12,
yeah,
so like kindergarten through 12th grade, and so it hits all those numbers, yeah. So, and that's what she mostly talks about as topics in those senses. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of the album, but it's not a bad one. It's just it didn't catch me off the guard like this one did.
Yes.
Because I still love this album. But that album's taken me.
This one came out in 15, huh?
I think so.
I think I said that on the...
That sounds pretty right, because I found her around 2016, I think it was. And I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I'm sure everybody who has listened this far has probably seen Teens React. So 2015. So I found her through Teens React, the React channel on YouTube, and it was them reacting to her, and I didn't know what it was, and I used to watch those videos a lot. And so I watched it and was like, oh shit, these beats are good, shit's crazy as fuck. So I looked her up on my own, and then that's how I ended up finding Melanie Martinez personally. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do like her. She's holding down, or started, or...
I think she's created her side of music.
Yeah, and she's doing it well. And she's covering a spot that I don't think a lot of people have in their lives, and if they were to find it, would benefit them in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Just with those, I'm not going to say it again, but those songs that we've labeled off before that can help people, you know.
Yeah.
It's dark, but it's, you know, As long as you don't feel lonely or you feel heard and understood by somebody, you know, that's what life's about, and can make things easier. That's what I'm saying.
I feel that.
So,
Hell yeah. Well, give Melanie Martinez's Crybaby album a try. Definitely look that up if you've already listened to it. Let us know what you think. If you listen to it after, let us know what you think.
Okay.
Little Crybaby right there. Good fucking album. Give it a listen.
Hell yeah.
It's another podcast right there.
Damn
Oh,
right.
yeah, give it a little cheers at the end.
Keep going.
Podcast.
Shit, yeah, boy.